So hello guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today's vlog is actually about the Bajaj Pulsar NS 160. So I roughly got 30,000 views on the review of Pulsar NS 200, the BS4 model, and multiple comments asking me as when Bajaj is actually launching the Pulsar NS 160 in the market. So Bajaj has finally revealed the bike, and the bike actually looks like the NS 200 except for the tires, the disc brake and the oil cooler. And apart from that, the tail section has slightly changed, I would say, and it is somewhat inspired from the elder siblings or the previous generation Pulsar 135. So I'll get on the bike, I'll talk much about it in detail. You do get all new BS4 compliant engine and automatic headlight on feature. The instrument cluster remains the same as the old bike. So without further ado, let's get started. I know the bike is pretty dirty because it was raining and parked outside, and a huge thumbs up for Bajaj for giving this bike for the test ride. So instrument cluster is not changed, you get RPM meter, it is analog as well as digital, and this looks superb. In digital you get speedometer, trip meter, odometer, a clock, side stand indicator and fuel gauge as well. So let's start the bike. First I'll tell you about the exhaust note. So let's start with the review of Bajaj Pulsar NS 160. So we guys are at the Link Road, and you see on the road the automatic headlight on. The bulb is 50-55, not the traditional 30-35. So you can expect a good spread at the night. So we guys are at the Link Road, and metro construction is going on, that's why so much of traffic. I'll simply go to the back road, so where we'll be having less traffic, and as well as I will get a chance to test the acceleration of the bike. All new 160cc single cylinder 4-stroke twin spark DTSI engine, which puts out maximum power of 15.5 PS of power at 8500 rpm and 14.6 Nm of torque at 6500 rpm. If we compare the power figures with the Pulsar AS 150, then it makes less power, but the torque of this engine is higher in the class. You do get a Kickstarter. And coming back to the tire section of the bike, you do have MRF Nilo grip zappers at the rear and at the front as well. So the front tire is 80/100 and the rear is 110 by 80. I know the tires are skinny, but trust me guys, the grip they actually provide on the road is good. Coming back to the braking, you do have a 240 mm disc at the front and a 130 drum at the rear. So Bajaj might launch the bike with a disc brake at the tail section as well, because if you guys can see, there are connectors on the rim. So disc brake might be offered. Suspension setup is the same as the NS200, and there is no headlight on off switch on this bike. You do get a high beam passer selecting between the high beam and low beam indicators, horn, engine kill switch and start, and show the Kickstarter. The throttle is responsive. The handlebar and overall the setting is similar to the NS200. You do get perimeter frame and mostly everything except for the engine, tires and the oil cooler. This bike looks and feels like NS200. So as I said, the bike has a single cylinder 4-stroke 4-valve twin spark engine which puts out maximum power of 15.5 PS at 8500 rpm and 14.6 Nm of torque, which is the highest in its class if we compare it with the Gixxer and the Hornet. The weight of the bike is 142 kgs, the heaviest in the segment, but trust me guys, once you sit on the bike you will not gonna feel that, because the engine is peppy, vibrations are less. I mean, in the high rev range vibrations are there, but yeah, that's like the common thing on a 150cc bike. Let's accelerate. Plenty of grunt, and there is enough power even in higher gears. So the reason why Bajaj launched this bike to deal with the Gixxer and the FZ and the Hornet. So looks perspective, for those who like the NS200 styling are definitely going to like this bike. If you guys are on a tight budget, then yeah, go for it. Even though it is just a 160cc motor, the torque is actually good. So engine refinement is acceptable for a 150cc bike. Power is there till 8500 rpm, and after that it doesn't make any sense to rev this motor too hard. So coming back to the braking department, you do get a 240 mm single disc brake at the front, and the feedback is good, but being the smallest disc brake bike in the segment, if we compare it with the Gixxer or FZ, then it is lacking bite. So at the tail section or the rear tire, you get a 130 mm drum brake. And for all those of you who are upgrading for a 100cc bike or buying NS 160 as their first bike, will not face any issues with the braking. I mean, the brakes are adequate for the power this bike actually produces. And Bajaj might launch the bike with dual disc as an option, but as of now nothing like officially claimed from Bajaj's side. Obviously for the cost cutting, and I'm not actually facing any heating issues even after revving this bike hard. This time the Bajaj is not actually giving Eurogrip tires, and instead of that they are giving MRF zappers. The tires are not as wide as the one we have seen on NS200, but trust me on that, the grip is actually good, as these are the soft compound tires from MRF in the Zapper Nilo Grip series. So talking about the gearbox, you have 1 down 4 a 5-speed gearbox, and no complaints with that. The gearbox is actually pretty smooth, and I'm not actually facing any problems while downshiftings or upshifts, as I experienced that when I rode the FZ25. I'm liking the sitting position and suspension setup. I will not talk much about the suspension because the bike shares the exact same suspension setup as the NS200, but I personally feel they are retuned and are a bit soft for a pleasant daily commute, I would say. The seat is also well cushioned. I mean, even though it's the same seat, but as the suspensions are set at the soft, I don't know if they are tuned or tweaked, but I'm riding it single, like a solo rider, and I'm not actually facing any issues with the suspension setup being hard or anything like that. NS160 makes a lot of sense. I mean, yes, you do get that big bike feel because the tank is big, the handlebar is wide, and it actually feels as if you're riding NS200. If you compare it with Hornet and Gixxer, Gixxer to my personal preference is a bit tiny as compared to the NS160, and so that's pretty much it about today's vlog. I hope to see you guys in my next vlog. Up till then, this is Revitap signing off. Ride safe and don't be a squid. Thanks for watching.